wonderful. I haven't showered or even brushed my hair, but I'm here to do a video. Okay. Hello. It's the first day of May and I'm officially done with my sophomore year of college, which is exciting. I just turned in my last paper online. I moved home a couple days ago. So I thought for this first video of the summer, show you the few books that I definitely want to read this summer. So let's just start off with a bang. I really want to read A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. This came out in March or April. March, because I got it over my spring break, but it's so big. Jesus, I don't want to look at a spoiler, but this is over 600 pages. I haven't read a book this long in ages. Oh god. But I really need to read this soon because I do love this series. It's a fantasy series, magic, parallel worlds, really great. I love V.E. Schwab and I'm excited to get to it. It's so big. Oh man. Let's just go with the next two really big books that I have on here because everything else is relatively short. Is Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard. Swords of Summer. The Sword of Summer is the name of this, by Rick Riordan. This came out 2 years ago? Oh Jesus, I don't know, maybe a year and a half. I haven't read this yet. I bought it when it came out, whenever that was, and I haven't read it yet. I will never ever stop reading Rick Riordan books. I really won't. So I have to read this. It's ridiculous that I haven't. I know I'm gonna love it. Everything about his world and his series and all the mythology is so wonderful, and he's genuinely a really good writer. So yeah, I gotta read this summer. I gotta do it. And the other big book I have is The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. You all know what this is about, I'm sure you do. It's the first young adult novel, or maybe novel in general, that was inspired by the Black Lives Movement. The main character, her name is Star, I believe, and she is the only witness to her friend's murder by the police. She is black and her friend is a black male teenager, and his death becomes national headlines and there are protests and riots. I don't want to use the word riot, that's very racialized. And she's dealing with that and the loss of her friend and also the fact that she was the only witness of what happened. So this is going to be a heavy read, so I just need to have the mindset for it, but definitely reading this in the next month. I have to. So this one has not come out yet, but it is Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon, and it comes out May 30th. This is a fun romance, young adult, contemporary, about a girl named Dimple Shah, and her parents want to find her the ideal Indian husband, but they also let her go to a summer program for aspiring web developers after she graduates from high school. And then there she meets Rishi Patel, who loves the idea of being in a traditional arranged marriage, and his parents send him to the same summer program to basically court Dimple and fall in love, and then Dimple and Rishi may think they have each other figured out, but when opposites clash, love works hard to prove itself in most unexpected ways. I think it just sounds adorable, and I love this cover. It's very cute. So this sounds probably it'll be fun, light, quick read. So very summery. The only summery book I have in this stack. The last young adult book I'm really excited, I have to read it, is Out of the Easy by Ruta Sepetys. I'm a big fan of Ruta Sepetys' work. This is about a daughter of a prostitute in the south of the US in the 40s maybe. And this girl wants to just get out of this life of prostitution, which she's not part of, but her mother is. Ruta Sepetys writes a lot of historical fiction, basically only historical fiction for young adults, and her writing is insane. And I think I've been holding off on this just because it's the last published Ruta Sepetys I haven't read yet, and I don't want to have to wait for her next book. But I just gotta read it because it's gonna be great. I know it is. The Lost World by Michael Crichton. I love dinosaurs. If you don't know, I love dinosaurs, and Jurassic Park is one of my favorite movies in my top 5 of all time. And I read the book Jurassic Park, God, 2 or 3 summers ago now? I think 2. And I just never got to the Lost World. It I just love dinosaurs, and there's a raptor on this, and I just want to read it so badly. And I love the first 15 pages. I mean, I was just like, yeah, dinosaurs, science, getting back into it. And I remember the first 15 pages, so I can just like start on page 16. But yeah, I gotta do it. All of these are just like books that I'm putting off, basically. But I want to read it. I just love dinosaurs so much. I'm just really excited about dinosaurs reading this book. This next book is one that I feel like I should have read already, being a literature person, an English major. There are a lot of books people are like, how haven't you read this and you're an English major? And I'm like, I just like reading and analyzing, like there's no prerequisite. But also, this book was just turned into a series on Hulu. So that is The Handmaid's Tale of Margaret Atwood. I've never read anything by Margaret Atwood. Oh my god. And this is a dystopian about women who are like bred just to make babies or something. It's like a futuristic dystopian look at the world. Especially now, I guess, like with the government and this administration, and the fact that it got turned into a show, and it's just like a lot of attention has been shined on it right now, which made me remember that I haven't read it yet. So yeah, and the English major in me really wants to like read this and get a pen and just like write all over it, so I'm really excited to read this summer. And this next book, not to brag, but it was sent to me by Emma Roberts and her friend. She and her college roommate started an online book club called Bellatriste, and I was invited to be like a bit of a representative for it, or just like they emailed me wanting to tell me about it and sent me their first book, and I'm loving the choices they're picking for their book club, so I'm just gonna like keep up and just like keep adding what they're reading onto my TBR. But the first book was South and West by Joan Didion. I have to be honest, I don't know much about Joan Didion at all. So these are notes from two different notebooks, one where she traveled somewhere in the South and somewhere in the West, and she kind of like compares the two of the United States. And I read ooh, here's my bookmark. I read part of the foreword, and I'm just very interested in Joan Didion. I would like to read stuff by her and know more about her, because I feel like she's a very important writer, female writer. So I think it's my duty to know more about her. So there's that. These next two books I just bought very recently, so these two I might read more quickly than the rest of them, maybe. I cry about this woman once a week, at least. At least. I bought Postcards from the Edge by Carrie Fisher. Just a moment. Just having a Carrie Fisher moment. I just love her, guys. She means... I can't. I've read Princess Diaries by her, and I just want to read all of her novels and books, because she means a lot to me. And this one is fiction about a young starlet who just kind of spirals, I think, and it's just about this actress who struggles in the limelight. The last book that I'm very excited reading is a collection of short stories called Women Hollering Creek and Other Stories by Sandra Cisneros. Now, fun fact, I just read The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros for the first time this year in my 20th Century Lit class, and that's the essay that I just turned in. I wrote, part of it was on House on Mango Street, and oh my god, that is one of the best books I've ever read in my entire life. It is one of my favorites. I just love her writing so much, and I'm so excited to read more by her. And these are just a collection of short stories, and my goal, one of my summer goals was like, I need to devour everything by Sandra Cisneros. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited to read this. Oh my god. Let's see if I can pick these all up. Oof, got it. Alright, you can't see the spines, but that's fine because you just watched the whole video, so you know what these books are, and I'm excited to read, guys. I'm so excited to read, and I'm going to be posting more on my Instagram. I did post throughout this year, 2 semesters. Jeez, these are heavy. Just not as much as I would have liked, and I didn't post videos at all, and I love doing this, so I'm excited to rejoin the book community for a little while during the summer. Jeez, God, I'm so excited to read these books, and yeah, let me know if you read any of these and what you think I should get to first, or any recommendations you have based off of these books. And I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye. What? Anyway, started an online book club or anything. I don't know what my brain is doing right now.